Let's start with what it means to rise above. Picture this: you're climbing a mountain. The air's thin, your legs are burning, and there's a storm rolling in. Most people would turn back. But rising above isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about pushing through it. It's about looking at the chaos, the setbacks, the naysayers, and saying, "You don't get to define me." I've been there. Years ago, I was working a job I hated, surrounded by people who told me, "Ken, this is as good as it gets." I could have believed them, but something inside me said, "No, I'm meant for more." And you are too. Success isn't about where you start. It's about where you decide to go. The first piece of the blueprint? It's belief. You've got to believe you're capable of more. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. Studies show that people who succeed don't have more talent or luck. They have a mindset that says, "I'll figure it out." So, step one, look in the mirror and tell yourself, "I am enough." Because you are. Now let's talk about the storms, the obstacles. What's stopping you from rising above? For some, it's fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment. For others, it's the weight of the past, mistakes you can't let go of. Or maybe it's the people around you, the ones who say, "Why try? You'll never make it." Here's the truth. Those obstacles, they're real. I'm not here to sugarcoat it, but they're not the end of your story. They're the middle. Think about every successful person you admire. They didn't get there without struggle. Take someone like Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty, told she'd never amount to anything. She didn't just rise above, she soared. Why? Because she refused to let her circumstances define her ceiling. So, step two of the blueprint. Identify your obstacles. Write them down. Fear of failure, toxic relationships, lack of resources, name it. Because you can't fight what you can't see. And once you see it, you can start dismantling it. Okay, we've got belief. We've named the obstacles. Now, let's build the blueprint. This is where it gets exciting, because I'm giving you 3 tools to rise above and become unstoppable. You can't hit a target you can't see. So, get clear on what success looks like for you. Not your parents, not your friends, you. Is it starting a business? Writing a book? Being the best parent you can be? Define it. Write it down. I started doing this years ago. Every morning, I'd write my goal, inspire millions. That clarity kept me focused when everything else felt shaky. Dreams don't work unless you do. Take one step today. Doesn't have to be huge. Want to start a business? Research it for 15 minutes. Want it fit? Walk around the block. Small actions compound. Think about it. A plane just 1 degree off course ends up hundreds of miles from its destination. 1 degree of action today can change your entire future. You're going to fall. I've fallen hard. Lost jobs, failed projects. But resilience is getting up one more time than you fall. When I started this channel, my first video got less views. But I kept going. Why? Because success isn't about never failing. It's about never quitting. So, step 3, use these tools: clarity, action, resilience. They're your ladder to rise above anything. Now, imagine this. You've got the belief, you've faced the obstacles, you're using the tools. Where does that take you? To a life where you're unstoppable. A life where you wake up excited, where setbacks are just speed bumps, not roadblocks. I want you to picture yourself a year from now. You've risen above the doubt, the fear, the no's. You're living your definition of success. Maybe you're on stage inspiring others, or running that business you always dreamed of. or simply at peace with who you are. That's not a fantasy. That's your future if you follow this blueprint. And here's the secret. You don't have to do it alone. This community, right here on this channel, we're in this together. Every comment, every like, every story you share pushes us all higher. So, here's your challenge. Start today. Pick one obstacle you're facing, apply one tool, clarity, action, or resilience, and take a step. Leave a comment below and tell me what you're rising above. I'll be reading every single one because your success is my success. You got the blueprint now. Rise above. The blueprint to unstoppable success isn't just a title. It's a promise. You're stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more capable than you've ever imagined. So go out there and rise. I believe in you. Let's make it happen. Thanks for watching, fam. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep rising.